There.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Burgos. I'll tell you what buoyancy is. Buoyancy is when something is afloat. The more buoyant something is, the less dense the water. The less buoyant something is, the more dense the water. Which means the less buoyant, the more chance it will sink. The more buoyant, the more chance it will float. The more you know. Thank you for watching my tutorial over buoyancy. Now I'll tell you an example. Now, I shall give you an example of what it looks like when there's less buoyancy. And this is a marble in a glass of water. Less buoyancy. This is paper. It's more buoyant. Want to know why? Floating.
Maple syrup is viscous, and that's why the ball goes on slow. Syrup is even more viscous, and that's why the marble goes on extra slow. Water is the least viscous, and that's why the marble goes on super fast.
Density is basically how much stuff is smashed into a particular area, or a comparison between an object's mass and volume. Remember the all-important equation, density equals mass divided by volume. Based on this equation, if the weight or mass of something increases but the volume stays the same, the density has to go up. Likewise, if the mass decreases but the volume stays the same, the density has to go down. Lighter liquids like water, rubbing alcohol are less dense than heavy liquids like honey or Caro syrup, and so float on top of the more dense layers. The same amount of two different liquids will have different weights because they have different masses. The liquids that weigh more have a higher density. They will sink below the liquids that weigh less, the ones that have a lower density. To test this, you might want to set up a scale and measure each of the liquids that you poured into your column. Make sure that you measure the weights of equal portions of each liquid. You should find that the weights of the liquids correspond to each different layer of liquid. For example, the honey will weigh more than the Caro syrup. By weighing these liquids, you will find that density and weight are closely related. Enable for an object to flow, its density has to be less than 1 gram per milliliter.